has a few medevacs scattered around, but it's about that zoning.
Yeah, I can't even believe what we've seen, but this game I think is going to be fast and furious. Prime Terrace is a crazy map. There's a lot of places you can hide things, a lot of surface area in your main. Let's get into it, Wolf.
Let's do it. It's game number 3. Can MyuNgSIK survive one more game, or will TY crush him, defeating him, becoming the second player to join Kodas without dropping a single map? Let's find out right now.
GSL, I say that I will never surrender. My obsession, I can't unwind. Oh no, I will take your heart and soul. Sooner I'm gonna drink you cold. Energy. 6.
Our Protoss player getting slammed in the bottom right. MyuNgSIK.
And his opponent to the top left, not dropped a single map in this tournament. The fan favorite, it's TY.
And he's pulling out a little bit of cheese this game, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Proxied barracks, no doubt for aggressive Reaper harass. This may be scouted, but unlikely. Probably just going to be really about how safe MyuNgSIK is going to play this one. Does he go 2-gate before the core? Nope, going to go core first.
Okay. That's definitely going to behoove him.
It's going to give him a faster mothership core and the faster first adept for sure.
Yeah, and that's pretty important against such a quick Reaper that's going to be coming out. TY has actually gotten a second gas, which means we're probably going to see a factory and then maybe even a proxy Stargate. That's a possibility. Oh, look at this, a Manor Depot.
Wow, that's actually pretty hard to pull off.
If this was Valentine's Day, I would walk downstairs right now and ask out TY. This is just... He's too sexy, what can I say? This is too awesome.
It's funny because the probes know not to even focus it, because if they do, he's just going to keep building it.
Oh, man.
And here comes the harass. The adept is not ready. The second Reaper is on the way. Down goes that depot. He cancels it. While microing his Reaper nonetheless. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Oh, so good.
Now, with the factory at home, I think the chances of having a proxy Stargate, or rather Starport, are still high. I wonder if... Oh.
Well-placed pylon.
But I wonder if he will just simply... I wonder what he's... Okay, he's making a tech lab on that factory. This could be anything. He could go for a quick Cyclone. He could also grab Banshees after this. He needs to start his Starport if he wants to do that.
Yeah. Okay, it is going to be a very quick Cyclone here, which actually... Okay, this makes sense. I've seen something like this once. A quick Cyclone after a proxy barracks. You can utilize the barracks for vision for your Cyclone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, we saw this even just the other day.
Yeah, it's a kind of cool move. I like it.
It's funny, remember the early days of the beta for Legacy of the Void, the base Cyclone range was so high that like every pros had to like rush Blink to defend these pushes.
Yeah, it was that was actually just like bad.
It was dark days.
I remember when that when I started playing the beta and the Cyclone actually just could kill Protoss by itself, one Cyclone. I was like, oh, this is... I think that Blizzard has the greatest game balances in the world, but this was stupid.
Sure.
Like, what is this? But the range is pretty insane still.
Yeah, it's
definitely, you can deal with it.
It's much more, oh, he's didn't even try to trap these units. I love this. Lock on complete here on this Stalker. He wanted to trap it so the Stalker couldn't get out, but look at this. With 3 Reapers in the Cyclone, he can continue this push. He needs to be careful. There's the overcharge. He knew exactly how long he could stay there. The Reapers could jump into the main base as well.
He's going to lock on here to that Mothership core, it looks like. I wonder if locking on the Mothership... Oh!
He's going to get it. Even with another overcharge, it's dead. See you later.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's, like, good in one way. You got the Mothership core, but Cyclones don't cost 150 gas, not just 100. And, I mean, I'm a little bit surprised he didn't just kill the Pylon, but, I mean, he's still doing a good job. He still has these 3 Reapers, so there's still a lot of potential for damage as well.
I have to agree with you in a lot of facets there in this kind of discussion, but... You know, the Mothership core definitely does come out a lot. It comes up quicker and you don't need as much energy with it, so it's not as big of a deal to lose it as it was in the previous expansion. But it does mean that his continued pressure would work out. The questionable thing is he's not really continuing to pressure. He's actually now moving home. He's backing off. If he had like some more aggressive pressure, like if he had Banshees to follow this up or something, I'd be like, oh, that was the right choice. But
sure.
We have a 4-stalker drop coming in here, and you can warp in another set of units with this as well.
Huh, okay, so 4 Adepts going to be warped in, maybe hit 2 areas at once, but... Oh, he actually
really
locks onto the wrong units here. If he had locked onto that Warp Prism, this game would look very different right now.
All right, down he goes on top of the Siege Tank here. The Warp Prism is locked onto now. Barely escapes, and the Cyclone goes down. And this is a nightmare now for TY because here come 4 more Stalkers.
God. And yeah, this
GG.
All right, MyuNgSIK fighting back. We are not going home that early today.
Of all the games of Legacy of the Void you've seen so far, this series is already the best.
Oh, yeah. This is awesome. It's crazy. I'm very happy that MyuNgSIK was able to fight back there. It was a pretty tricky build there by TY, but it's not something completely unseen, so MyuNgSIK was able to deal with it. That's a crazy map, though. That was like the map where it's anything can happen on that map for any race, really, because people are like really mind gaming hard because of the skull bases.
Yeah. All right, well, now as we go into Game 4, we'll be on Ruins of Ceres, the biggest map. Spawning locations are really important, though, because if you spawn vertically with each other, it's like smaller than Orbital Shipyard, you know?
Dude, if they spawn vertically, there's some abusive stuff that can go on for certain. Like, I gotta tell you, State told me about the vertical spawn PvT with Tempest Rush on 2 base. It's pretty insane. It's pretty crazy, and MyuNgSIK is exactly the type of guy that would abuse in some way like that. But you know, this is one of the problems with 4-player maps, anyways, is the vast amount of spawning locations. There's like 3 very different games that could be played here based on the spawns, and you can't even find out what those spawns are early unless you get lucky. Yeah. And take a risk to try to get lucky by scouting very early. So,
well, this is again match point for TY. 1 win to go to take that Codex spot. MyuNgSIK wants to force the 5th and final game. And
imagine if he came back and won from here when TY has looked like a literal god tastes.
That's right. Well, I mean, I feel like it happens very rarely, but this tournament, this preseason has been so cool that might be like the coolest ending to the tournament ever. I'm happy with whatever happens.
Yeah, whatever happens from here, I'm good.
These 2 players are playing the best Legacy we've ever seen. They're playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah, this is like the most exciting series that I've watched in quite some time. And anyone who disagrees with me, you're wrong. Don't even tweet at me why.
All right, guys. Well, again, match point for TY. 1 win to go. Can MyuNgSIK bring us to Game 5? We're here on Ruins of Ceres to find out. This is the GSL Week 2 preseason finals. Down here, or up here in the blue, well, in blue, it's MyuNgSIK. Sorry about that intro there. It's all right. So we'll get through it.
And his opponent, the god of Legacy of the Void, it is TY.
Just to give you guys some history on this player, TY, he's been a pro gamer since he was 8 years old. He had his pro gaming license he got from winning an amateur tournament for younger players, I think like up to age 13 in Korean age when he was really young, and eventually like got picked up by WeMade and was a really strong Terran player in Brood War for a long time under the ID Baby. And when
WeMade was a team with wonderful legendary Terrans. Nada was on WeMade. Mind is someone, unless you're really into StarCraft, you don't know about, but was a champion and an absolute top-tier Terran. Still is, in fact. But yeah, great people to learn from, but continue.
And you know, this story is really deep if you don't know anything about Brood War. I mean, like, the CEO of AfreecaTV was like the old owner of WeMade Fox, as applicable as that is to this tournament. And you know, TY is a great player then. He took a little bit of time to get to the top level of Terrans for KT in StarCraft 2. But he's changed his ID. He uses his initials now.
Yeah.
And he's been around for so long. He's been playing this game for 10 years, basically, StarCraft. You know, if you really add up like how long he's been in this, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I mean, 10 years, that's, you know, that's like almost 2/3 as long as I've been playing it. And, you know, I gotta tell you, I would not come close to taking a game off this guy.
Well, we have a quick robo this time.
Oh, you got found.
ya.
You got served. All right.
Could have gone home. You didn't have to stick around there.
Well, quick robo here.
Fast, on these positions, fast depth drop could be really strong.
Yeah, in fact, 3 gates on the way.
This
4-gate
could actually,
prism.
Yeah, 4-gate, a depth drop, and like all in basically can win the game.
So true. And
especially because TY has been teching up very quickly in this series, off of just 1 barracks oftentimes. And this is the game where he has no Reaper scouting information. So everything lines up.
That is true.
And he's going for a fast 3rd CC.
Oh, this could be it for MyuNgSIK. You know, the thing is, the Warp Prism is actually going to get there before we can get a Cyclone out.
Yep.
He's got it that quickly. I think he probably had this timing in his head and realized, okay, I can actually do this quick enough that even TY's Cyclone won't stop me. And that is a fact.
Getting an Observer as well, which will you know, come across the map versus Widowmines or something he might encounter. He's actually going to leave the Adepts at home in case of any sort of harass he encounters, and he's just going to do a Warpin. He might even go Stalker first. I think the reason why players are going Stalker first is because of in case of Vikings, it helps deal with the Cyclone better, and then you Warpin the Adepts once you've secured that Warpin location.
Yeah, and the Stalkers are going to kill Marines just as dead as Adepts this early on, so really good call there, Wolf. And, well, he's actually waiting too long. He waited way too long here. This
Cyclone's
has so
out.
much potential.
Still could work.
Yeah, no, it definitely, like, that's, I mean, that army right there, how do you kill that? That's really tough. Cyclone has to start working on Stalkers, which means he'll get another Warp, and beautiful pickup there to negate that Cyclone lock-on.
All right, here we go. He's going to actually just continue to use that Warp Prism. Now he needs to go back into phase mode here. He needs another Warp in. There it is. And the Cyclone's still doing some serious work, but every time it gets locked on, he just picks up. So much mining time is being lost now currently as well. Yeah, and that siege tank is going to be in a bad spot when it pops out.
It really is. He has to rally to the left, actually, if he wants any chance. Okay, there he goes. He switches that rally over. Very important. And, I mean, it's going to help a little bit, but he's going to go ahead and drop on top of it with these Stalkers.
SCV is coming over to help out. He needs to focus that down. And down it goes.
And that's going to be it.
GG.
Oh, my God. Oh my God, Game 5!
We're going there.
Oh, yes!
And this is what I've always loved about MyuNgSIK is he sees cracks in people's play, he sees chinks in the armor, and even though I know there's someone out there who's like, I knew he could only beat TY with the G's. That's a weakness of TY's builds he's been doing. He's found it. He got lucky with positions. Those positions are really strong for that build on this map. And that's probably why TY didn't take as many precautions. He didn't go for a Reaper opening this time. Went for a fast 3rd CC blind.
Yeah, guys, I've got some interesting news for you. I think a lot of you thought yesterday was Christmas. It's not. Today, my friends, is Christmas. This is the greatest gift that we could have as a Game 5 between these two that have shown us the most ridiculous plays in Legacy of the Void yet.
It all comes down to this Artosis.
I thought Hero looked good last week, but, like, I gotta say, TY is, ooh.
Imagine a world, StarCraft fans, where after today we will have 2 Code S players decided, but there are 30 more to be decided, and I don't even... Like, imagine that amount of players. Imagine top 16 GSL. Dude. 16 of these caliber players, like Hero, like TY, like MyuNgSIK. We're going to live in that world in just a few weeks.
You know what? That is an amazing world to live in, and I cannot wait to be there. But as much as I can't wait to be there, I would rather be nowhere than right here, right now, watching, and in fact, getting to talk about this game while it happens.
Spread the word, guys. Spread the links. Get people in this stream. I want everyone watching. You will be there. You will say you were there live on the second week of GSL preseason to watch Game 5 between MyuNgSIK and TY. See you guys in the game.
Let's make it hot.
Go, guys. Final game. In the bottom right, our Protoss player pulling it back after 2 devastating losses. It is MyuNgSIK.
Crowd kind of going over to his side a little bit after that 2-win streak.
Some really nice pulling it back. You're right, chinks in the armor.
And up here to the top right, in red, the fan favorite, it's TY from KT Rolster.
And you're very right about the Stalkers first. Because of those Stalkers first, he was able to save the Warp Prism and then micro them into the Warp Prism as TY was trying to lock onto him. It was just like really just that quick of a Prism was a great move by him.
Fast Nexus here. It's going to be Gate Nexus Core as the opening for MyuNgSIK.
Yeah, and he's actually going to scout in the right direction, whereas TY is going to scout in the wrong direction. This is TY will know when the probe comes in where he is, but it'll be, you know, quite a bit later than he would have liked.
All right, just going to go see the CC, go right into the main base. He knows it's a Reaper opening. He's just going to save his probe. And at TY changes scouting paths after that as well. He's like, oh, okay, he's bot. He's not to the top left.
And what he's going to find isn't going to be like weird at all. It's just going to be pretty much what he would expect. But you can never know exactly what MyuNgSIK is going to come up with next. Like that, for instance, that build he did last game, it looks like it kind of defeats part of TY's build.
Yeah.
Or one of his builds. But he does have the Reaper here. That is a big difference.
And that's what he was missing last game. That's one of his issues. The probe, he's going to a suspicious location. Could just be to scout, but I mean, I don't know, man. It looks more like a proxy. I think this will be a Stargate, but with MyuNgSIK, this could be anything from Tempest to DTs at that location. I would say most likely a Stargate, though.
I think you're right on the Stargate.
Could be a robotics, though.
Yeah, it could be a robotics.
Especially,
it's close enough that it could be a robotics.
Especially because TY has really been heavy on the Cyclones, which shut down Stargate play pretty hard. Yeah. There is the Robo.
Wow, okay, so this is probably an Immortal push. I don't think this is based off the Prism. I think this is most certainly going to be just a really strong bust in the front. And this is another chink, perhaps, in TY's armor. Oh, look at this move.
Okay, here we go. This position, for those who don't know, is so he can use the Mothership Core to harass these SCVs and also protect and perhaps even start his Immortal push.
Yeah, like, oh, that was a big mistake. He let that finish. A little bit too fancy pants there, MyuNgSIK.
All right, well, with only a few Marines here, he can basically overcharge this one pylon for a while. He doesn't even need that second pylon.
All right, he is actually just going to go for it and try to kill it directly off. Does pull those SCVs back.
I don't think he can kill this.
Maybe just barely?
Just barely. Oh, he hesitated!
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. And this is what being a pro gamer is, and these moments of hesitation can cost you games. It can cost you SCVs. Oh, my God. Imagine if he had a second pylon there, too, actually, with that moment.
Okay, and he is going Prism, by the way, with this. Yeah, no, seriously, he canceled the second pylon. Like, a lot of these small moves that these two are making are crazy. And what if he hadn't lost the Adept?
Yeah.
Not losing the Adept or letting the second pylon finish. Both of those result in this command center having to be lifted up, so.
He lost so many Marines, and that's why this potential attack will most likely kill TY here. I don't think he can hold this. He's going to have a siege tank. He needs to micro it perfectly. He needs to protect it. SCVs need to be chained to it.
Now, he does have the Cyclone right on the bottom of his base. If this flies into the Cyclone, this is holdable. Okay, he's got to do it. He's got to lock on. He's got to lock on.
He needs to lock on right now. Okay, he's locked. He's locked on the correct target. The Warp Prism needs to leave, which means he can't do that fancy Stalker micro. He has to retreat.
Ooh. That was really important that he locked down. And Liberator is on the way, so even though a second Immortal is coming, 2 more gates going up. MyuNgSIK is not, he's pulling out all the stops here. This is so all in. 2 bunkers being produced. Liberator plus Siege Tank plus bunkers plus Cyclone. This is like everything he can get to defend at this point.
This is really what I expected going into this series. We only finally get to see it in Game 5 is MyuNgSIK's all-ins versus TY's hardcore turtle defense. And we're going to see it. Can he break the best Terran at defending? It's the best Protoss at these timing attacks. All right, good microscore. He cannot lose that Prism.
And he can't lose his Cyclone either. All of these units are so important right now.
He needs to lift him. There he goes. Like, knows the perfect range on that.
Really well done on both sides here. It's just tit for tat, back and forth. A lot more supply for MyuNgSIK, though.
With Siege Tanks here, it's going to be hard to break this. I feel like he has a better chance of trying to elevator the units into the back than attacking this directly.
Oh my god, this is crazy right now. The Liberator out of position. SCV's being pulled out. That Siege Tank is kind of close. Dropping here. Marines coming down. And he has a Cyclone as well right now.
The Immortals haven't used their barrier yet, but this is a good defense so far. That Liberator's really zoning things out. He has to go to the left side.
MyuNgSIK has his Warp Prism still alive, a very important thing in this game as well. He's having to pull back.
He needs to keep it alive. The Cyclone's going to lock on!
Oh, and he actually gets those out and actually saves it as well. A lot of damage being done.
This is such a close game right now. The Warp Prism's still alive here, means he still has the potential. Now, notice again, Warp Prisms are so much, the pickup range is so much bigger. He could try to drop into the main base with some of these units. He could try to elevator these units in. I wouldn't put it past him, but he's going to continue to try to break the front.
Oh man, look at this. He's kind of poking up here with these. He's trying to draw him over so that he can drop in the main base, and he is going to drop in the main base. 2 Immortals coming out right now.
The Prism is down!
Oh my god, the Prism is down, which means both Immortals will end up dying here. Trying to microback that Siege Tank, and he will save it.
He's making another Prism, but this attack is over. I think it's time for MyuNgSIK to start thinking about taking a 3rd base and moving on. He will never break this anymore. There's too many tanks. There's too many Liberators. And he lost a Prism. He's losing so much time right now. And TY's sending an Liberator across the map.
No, that's huge, but still a lot of units over on this side. But with that many Siege Tanks and Liberators, I don't know that he's going to be able to do anything, even with a ton of Adepts.
A bunker going down. I think it's time to think about transitioning. I think it's time to get out of here. This Liberator can't escape just barely. That pylon's not ready. He's going to set up another zone here, and those probes have to leave.
Yeah, he's got to back those out. He can't be losing these probes right now.
He cannot lose these probes. He needs to pull those away.
5 probes going down. It's kind of a big deal.
And it escapes. Perfect timing. There's a Stalker here, though.
Oh!
This game!
TY!
Now, this game is very even, but the most important... Oh, he's going to do the elevator! This is my ladder experience. This is like what I do, guys. Here we go. He's going to lift every single Protoss unit in here. He needs to do it faster, though.
Oh, he's actually moving all of his Adepts over to another area of the map. This is kind of a fake, I think.
It is. It is a fake. He's drawn all the Siege Tanks back. There's a bunker in the main, but the Adepts are hitting the natural meanwhile, and so many SCVs are going to go down.
Yes, indeed. And we do have a Siege Tank still up there, so that's really nice, really smart moves. Has to sacrifice a couple Stalkers, it looks like. Actually picks them up. Nice moves here, utilizing that Warp Prism pickup range. Okay. Oh my god, if this is my new life with Legacy of the Void, I am a very happy man.
Now, Liberator will see this additional warp, and he knows that MyuNgSIK is committing more to pressure. He needs to keep more units at home. He's making 2 more barracks, and he has a 3rd CC. All he has to do is survive. Not an easy task, and his mineral line is exposed. Those Siege Tanks can't protect this. He's gonna commit. He's gonna commit to the Shades.
The Shades are about to pop up, and they do. Liberator's going to town right now. MyuNgSIK looks like he's going to be broken here. TY absolutely gonna hold.
TY knowing exactly what was gonna happen. Immortal's coming on the right side, though, killing another Siege Tank. This attack is basically over, but he's trying to make those Immortals work. And TY intentionally leaving those tanks in tank mode, such a smart move because he knew the Shades were going to pop on those tanks.
The Liberator's going Liberation mode, but this Warp Prism with some fancy micro, getting some units out of here, has both those still.
And the bunker's going to be broken!
Is he going to break through here?
Oh my god, the tank's going to go down! There's only 1 Liberator here. He needs to back off. I feel like he can find some damage in the middle line.
Oh my god, MyuNgSIK coming in from behind with the Immortals. They don't have much health though. He has to pick up, drops it out for another shot. Here we go, both Immortals here going to town. The shield is up, but a Liberator going into
And he's
liberation.
targeting him down! The Warp Prism's still alive, and here come more Stalkers! I think MyuNgSIK is breaking him here. I think he's actually going to take this win! The second Warp Prism comes in as well! The Immortal has 11 hit points left, it finally falls! But there's no way! He's got the camp on production facilities! MyuNgSIK is doing it! He's going to Code S!
TUI has almost nothing left. The SCV's coming off again. He has the Liberators here, blocking that ramp, going down. Another Siege Tank does pop out for the moment.
But I don't think it's going to be enough. There's just not enough here. The Warp Prisms chase down these tanks. 2 Liberators going to eventually get targeted down. GG!
Oh my God!
He did it! He had the comeback. He made it!
Not just the comeback, but the comeback within the comeback. I was 100% sure TUI was going to take Game 5, and MyuNgSIK somehow, someway fights through. What an epic series. What an amazing game.
This is the best expansion of StarCraft we have ever had. And the skill of these 2 players has just been on a phenomenal level.
I can't believe it, Wolf. Like this, I have not had so many nerd chills in a day in years. Like this was an insane day of insane games. These 2 are fantastic Legacy of the Void pro gamers.
Now, I'm going to have to sign off here, guys, because Sojung is going to come back to translate. It's been a pleasure casting GSL with you, Artosis.
Yes, indeed. It has been great, Wolf, but here we go. We're going to grab Sojung for this interview. MyuNgSIK playing out of his mind here. Can't wait to see what he has to say.
Well, so I am here for the translation. We're here on stage with MyuNgSIK right now.
추적자와 사도를 꺼내는 우승을 차지했어요. 우승 소감 말씀 들어보겠습니다.
See how it feels.
우승해서 좋긴 한데
I kind of feel good that I won this,
운영에서 졌잖아요.
but I lost
운영
due to strategies on set 1.
좀 많이 아쉬운 것 같아요.
So I kind of feel bad about that loss.
이렇게 이런 모습을 지금 보여준다면은 그 어떤 선수를 만나도 이번 코드에서
After these results, I think he will be able to go against any kind of players.
시즌에 거는 기대한 말씀 들어보도록 하죠.
Let's see how he feels about the coming up
이번
season.
시즌에는 진짜 뭐 어디를 가겠다 이런 목표를 잡진 않았어요.
I don't have any specific goals
누구보다
or used
열심히
to.
하면
I want to win.
누구보다 잘 되겠지 이런 생각을
But I'm just thinking that if I try hard enough, I'll be somewhere.
열심히 해서 좋은 성적 거둘 수 있을
I
것
want to
같아요.
have good results after like, a
프로토스의
hard
강세가 좀
practice.
예측이 되는 그런 분위기가 상당히 좀 많이 형성이 돼 있거든요.
네.
김명식 선수가 보는 프로토스의 그 미래에 대해서
Let's see how
한
he
말씀
predicts
해주시면.
the future of Protoss.
지금 상태는 프로토스가 좋은 것 같아서
Right now, I think Protoss is
여기서
really
이제
good.
패치가 어떻게 되나 좀 지켜봐야 될 것
But
같아요.
I think we still have to keep an eye out for the patch, coming up patches.
이제 수많은 팬분들이 김명식 선수가 호명될 때마다 박수 함성 보내주셨거든요.
And everyone was clapping right now, applauding MyuNgSIK. Let's see what he's got to say for his fans. I thank you for the support, as always.
게임을 혼자 하기도 하고
I sometimes
요즘
play
열심히
alone.
하고 있어서 많이 힘든데
And it's really hard practicing on my own.
팬분들이거든요.
But there are my fans who keep me going.
감사하다고
And I'd like to thank
말씀드리고
each
싶어요.
and every one of you.
네, 다시 한번 축하드리고요. 그럼 지금부터 오늘 프레시즌 결승전 우승자 시상을 진행하도록
Congratulations to
하겠습니다.
MyuNgSIK, and now we're going to have the awarding ceremony for the preseason of GSL.
바쁘신데도 불구하고 발걸음 해주시고 e스포츠를 사랑해주시고
We have the CEO of Africa,
오늘 여러분들에게 이 큰맥 선물까지 선사해주신
Mr. Song.
아프리카 TV의 서수기 대표님의 뜨거운 박수를 모시겠습니다. 네. 자, 우선은 시상식을 먼저 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 우승 호명대표 여러분 뜨거운 박수와 함성으로 축하를 해주시길 부탁드립니다. 2016 GSL 프리시즌의 우승
of GSL
김명식
preseason,
선수입니다.
MyuNgSIK.
자, 김명식 선수에게는 상금 100만 원과
So a well-deserved Code S spot right there, and 1 million Korean won, about $850.
시드권이 수여가 되겠습니다. 자, 이번
And there
시즌을
goes
시작으로
Code S seat
쭉 뻗어나갈
tickets.
프로토스 지략가 제갈명식 김명식 선수에게 다시 없는 앞뒤 없는 박수를 부탁드립니다. 네. 자, 이어서 시드권과 함께 기념 촬영을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 겹쳐서
Now a
들어주세요.
little bit of awkward
자,
photo
같이
shoot
들어주셔도
session coming
되고요.
up.
네, 자, 같이. 자, 여기서 기념
Hey guys,
촬영을
we
진행하도록
are going to
하겠습니다.
have Mr. Che, GSL Che, announce the season 2016 GSL plan. So tune in.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, guys. That is still coming up here.
다시 한번 축하드리고 코드에서에서 다시 한번 기대를 하겠습니다. 자, 수고를 해주신 김명식 선수, 자 이쪽으로 좀 자리해 주시기 부탁드리고요. 자, 그리고요. 저 여기서 다 챙겨가셔야죠. 이게 가장 중요합니다. 예.
That's
100만
the
원
most
궁금하실
important part.
뻔했어요.
They say the
예.
prize money.
그럼 시작하겠습니다. 들어가세요.
More
네.
than the Kodas ticket.
Oh man.
That
자,
cash.
오늘 서수계 대표님이 여기 나와 계시는데요. 자, 서수계 대표님이 자, 오늘 이 자리에서
Let's see what the CEO of Africa has to say.
해외에 계신 분들과 그리고 아프리카 TV를
To all the global fans, I think he will be
모든
announcing something in English.
Oh, he definitely could be. This guy actually speaks Japanese, Chinese, Mandarin, that is, Korean, and English like fluently. It's crazy. He's really smart.
우리 GSL 팬 여러분 대단히 감사합니다.
Well, thank you, GSL fans.
해외에 계신 우리 GSL 팬들 위해서 제가 잠깐 영어로
I'm going to speak a little bit in English, and I won't be able to translate that.
영어 쓰는 거 양해해 주시고요. 먼저 first of all, thank you very much, Wolf and Dan over there for English casting, live casting. Always thank you.
He's
and I have two things to share with you. First, you can enjoy our GSL League in many languages, including in English, in Chinese, and also in Japanese, many languages, including Russian. Many fans in Moscow, in Russia. Based on our Africa TV's philosophy of shared economy and open source and crowdsourcing, we are sharing our contents with our global partners, including Twitch and Douyu TV in China, Mars TV in China, and many other foreign platform service providers. You can watch English service on Twitch and Africa.tv in the States and in Europe. And 大家好，在中国，有可能看在Douyu TV 到 Mars TV. And you can also watch on AfreecaTV.com/TW, which is our Taiwan service. And secondly, I want to say that we are investing millions of dollars into GSL, and we are going to have two biggest events next year. First half, season 1, and later half, season 2. We are going to have the final matches in a big facilities outside the studio. I don't know whether it could be COEX or other cities in Korea. So thank you for your continued support, and myself and Africa TV is going to continue to make greatest efforts to make this GSL even greater and the biggest professional league in the world. Thank you very much.
If you don't love him after that, guys.
말씀이 있었습니다. 이 전 세계로 뻗어나가서 정말 해외에서도 저희 GSL을 볼 수도 있고 거기다가
that is one awesome CEO
야외
right
얘기를
there.
듣고 제가 좀 감동을 받았습니다. 자, 오늘 여기서
Castro Park says he's inspired by the speech just now.
서수기 대표님에게 뜨거운
And
박수를
this was Mr.
보내주시기
Seo,
바랍니다.
CEO of Africa.
네, 기대하겠습니다. 감사드립니다. 네, 네, 진짜 이게 해외에서도 중국에서도 유럽에서도
Even China, Europe,
이제
even Russia,
전
yes, is
세계에서
now getting the feed for GSL. And now we have Mr. Che, GSL Che,
자, 거기다가
for
많은 분들이 이
the announcing of
GSL의
2016
일정과
season
앞으로의
of
계획에 대해서
GSL.
많은 부분 궁금증이 좀 계실 텐데요.
Mr. Che, of
이
course.
궁금증은요.
He is the brain behind GSL. He designed the original GSL, casted the original GSL, works in the office 7 days a week until late at night. This guy is
He's now in the
Great.
game content planning team for Africa.
a man everyone in esports should thank for driving it so far forward in StarCraft 2 at GSL.
해설할 때와 다르니까 저는 여러분들 한국말로 여러분들께
You know, guys, I'm going to do this in Korean.
His English is actually quite good, though.
Right, right.
한국말로 여러분들이 많이 궁금해하셨을 것 같아요.
I know everyone, you guys been wondering a lot.
이제 내년에 GSL이 곧 시작을 하게 되는데
It's gonna start
GSL이
soon.
어떤 식으로 시작이 되는지 그리고 어떻게 운영되는지에 대해서
Let's see how and when it
박사님
will be
마찬가지고
done.
허영재 해설, 박진영 해설도 마찬가지이기 때문에 잠시 설명을 드리고자 이 자리에 나왔습니다.
네. 자, 그러면요. 최정원 팀장님이 준비해 주신 브리핑
아이고
한번 기대 걸어도 되죠?
같이 말씀하셔도 됩니다.
기대 걸어도 되죠?
네, 그렇습니다.
네. 어떤 일정 그리고 어떤 계획이 있을지
네.
공개해 주시죠.
네. 먼저
Here are the 2016 GSL plans. We at Africa TV have been wondering what you guys want First, yes, we haven't been able to go outside for 2 years, but now all 2016 GSL finals will be held at outdoor stage. That's what you guys want, the esports fans.
God, I'm so happy.
So please send us your support for Code A and Code S. Now Kisato, JYP, and everyone else here. The cast will be casting at the outdoor stage for the GSL finals. Cross finals. This is for us and at AfreecaTV. GSL and Starly, the winners and runner-ups, will meet to decide the true best player of the season.
Indeed, that's going to be awesome. Blizzard did announce about this as well, but this is just kind of like showing you guys once again. GSL and SSL will face off, during which GSL will crush SSL, even if it's the same player winning both leagues.
Right.
And then, of course, GSL will crush SSL in the Archon mode match as well, but it will be great. I can't wait for that.
I mean, everyone's looking forward to it already. So I hope you guys look forward to the cross finals between GSL and SSL. And next, and do you want to read it off? The prize pool?
All right. Well, here is the prize pool. It's pretty big, guys. It's look at this. The winner, 40K. Just imagine that that's like 40,000. It's actually like 35 or so, but I mean, over here it goes as far as 40,000 easy. But yeah, you can see these prize pools. It's pretty insane how much money is actually being given out. The total prize pool being almost a $500 million Korean won.
This is the highest prize pool since 2010 GSL Open season, so it is really big.
Yeah.
It's a really big increase.
It certainly is. Yes, we have one less season, but a lot of prize money going around. TY is going to be very, very rich at the end of this year.
All right, do you have your bets on TY this year?
I absolutely have my bets on him. He looked so godly tonight.
Right. But anyways, this is the result of the GSL prize pool. And the next plan. The point, WCS points. This is also important.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, we have the most points over here. We are the GSL. Come on. But as you see, that is a lot of points. This is going to be, I mean, the Koreans are going to be the ones playing in it.
Right.
I mean, if you're a foreigner, you can come over here and qualify. Please do. And you can win a ton of points to bring back to the WCS series. But the Korean series is, you win the GSL, you're well, I mean, you're going to BlizzCon.
Right.
Get good seeding as well.
Foreign players should come to GSL, you know, try to qualify.
I would love it. Yeah, we used to get foreigners out here a lot trying their luck. Hasn't happened in a very long time.
And the league format is same as before.
Yep, it's just going to be a best of 5 in Code A when Code A starts up, guys. And that's going to get us the rest of our players into Code S, where it'll be the GSL group stage that you guys are so familiar with. Going into best of 5s and then best of 7s, of course. That's the exact same as last time, but don't forget the GSL versus SSL cross final at the end of all that.
Actually, I'm looking forward to that right now.
Oh yeah, I think everyone's really excited to see that. I want to know when and where. I can't wait for the GSL guys to just destroy the other guys that are in GSL, but one SSL, not GSL.
Not going to say much more, but due to the series, so only 2016 GSL season Code A will be running from round of 16.
All right.
Lots of players trying to qualify.
Yeah.
I heard JYP is also participating.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well, as another commentator who has qualified for GSL before and then not ever done it again once he became a commentator, I can tell you that JYP is going to have a very hard time.
Right. And this is the most important part, guys. Schedules with no E.
It's the schedule. And it is going to open on the 8th of January, guys. It's a Friday. And that is a lot of days of Code A and Code S.
Right.
Really exciting stuff. Ending up on the 16th of April.
At the outdoor stage.
Yeah, and that's nice because then it could be outdoors. Right now, it is
Right?
far too cold.
Yeah.
But by April, the weather will be turning much nicer once again. So there you have it, guys. That is our schedule for GSL this year. Looking just awesome. I'm sure we'll announce the exact dates of
Right.
Season 2 as that approaches, but what a great year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to cross-finals. Again, I mean, GSL going against SSL, it's big.
I can't wait until it's like Innovation just wins both at the same time. We're like, okay, I guess we have to give him all the prize money, and the cross-finals are canceled. Isn't that weird? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Fun season, fun year for all the fans here, and the prize pool increase too. It's going to be big this year.
Yeah, and you know what, guys? With the preseasons, the way that they were in the games that we saw, and the fact that people are still just getting used to this new game, this is going to be the best year of StarCraft 2 yet. So make sure you are watching and spreading the word. Let's bring StarCraft back to where it should be as the greatest esport on Earth. So thank you so much for watching tonight. For myself, Sojung, and Wolf, good night, and we'll see you on the 8th of January.